Hey, good morning. Jeff here at stockideas.org. Yesterday I showed you how to find stock ideas under $5. Today I'm going to take some time to show you how to manage these stock ideas and delve a little deeper once you've identified some potentially lucrative opportunities. So we're going to just, you remember yesterday we started in the PPT screener where we're looking for stocks under $5 with strong fundamentals. Ideally a PE below 10, maybe 5, price to book under 1, debt equity around 0 is good. So these and some cash. These are some of the things we're looking for to get us started. This is the point in the right direction. But again, I kind of think stock picking is a lot more like fishing with a net than spear fishing. I'm evaluating for criteria and seeing what comes in rather than hunting down particular issues. And today I want to show you step 2 and how to use a trading watch list to manage your stock ideas. So, when I find something that's interesting on the screener, I bring it in to this stock and option trading list. And you'll see, I just put in the company name, the ticker, current price, my target buy price, my target exit price. So again, we're really taking some time to define our trading criteria before we're stepping in, and that's something that's really important to me. I want to be looking for the big winners. Then, in addition to sort of this buy zone criteria, I also note other things that are of interest to me. So is there a dividend? What's the market cap? How steady has EPS been over the last 5 years? Debt equity, technical pattern, kind of a summary reason as to why, and then other notes, and sometimes I'm buying options, so I'll note that too if I want to go along some calls, let's say. Now, I also sort. So this is my holding house of ideas, right? There's lots here. I'm always adding to it. I'm sometimes deleting from it, and this I check this very regularly. And I review all these stocks because I know at a certain price these are a good buy. And I'll revisit the fundamentals maybe once a quarter. But for the most part, I know that the valuation is good on MPET here, MPET, if it's at this price. Right now I think it's about $1.15 or something, or it was recently. So it's not exactly where I want to be. The risk reward isn't exactly where I want to be. This is kind of where I come to look for pre-qualified opportunities, right? So you'll see you'll notice a lot of these are in red, which means there's a reason that I don't want to be buying them probably this quarter. The ones in orange, usually they have one kind of flag. Maybe it's really low volume. Maybe it's a declining technical pattern. Maybe it's trending down. So that's something I watch for. Or maybe it's too far away from the price. And yeah, so that's how I do it. On the other hand, when things are kind of the current price is below or close to my target entry price, I'll bold these and start to update my notes on why I might want to pull the trigger. So, but the idea is sort of to have a central dashboard to help you manage your stock ideas. So, once you've identified things in the screener and you've clicked through and done a little bit more research on your favorite Argentinian bank, for example, you see that it's trading below, that it has 1.3, the cash per share is 1.3, that's huge. The net cash per share price, 30%, it's pretty good. Book value is high. So the EPS is positive. Revenue growth is slowing last quarter. But, so anyway, let's say, once I've sort of identified an idea and I'm interested in it, and maybe I've done a little bit more technical analysis, then I will add it to the watch list, and I'll have identified a target price, and I'll have calculated a target exit price based on valuation and technicals. And yeah, then it's just getting in the habit of checking this watch list daily, and and examining, you know, and I don't update this as much as I should. I sometimes, you know, just do it quickly and scan, and I don't update the current price. But you know, the more you do, the quicker. You know, this trade is sort of over now. If you want to look at VLCCF, I think it's at like $8 or almost $8. It's come down recently. Sorry, my internet's a little slow here. But yeah, you know, so it's important to and I've kind of exited this around $8 earlier this week, and locked in that gain. So you know, this one is now not really near my entry price anymore. So the trade is kind of off for me. But you know, I've managed to bank $3 a share, basically $2.50 a share. You know, Aegon here, AEG, I'm less bullish on. It sort of languished these last couple days or weeks because of the European debt flare-up with Cyprus et al. Even though they're trading below cash per share, you know, I might not add till this one until the technical picture improves a little bit, and until we get some distractions from Europe, or Draghi says he'll do it all. But I hope you get the idea here that, you know, this is just a way to keep an eye on pre-qualified stocks. And you know, again, it's like fishing with the net. You're just checking the current price. When it starts to line up with your target entry price that you've calculated ahead of time, you know, using a checklist and a screener and some more in-depth research, you know, as they start to get close, then you know, bold them, or you can even sort them to the top by color, I think, in these Google spreadsheets. This is all free tools. You know, if you have a Google account, a YouTube account, you can do this. And you can totally copy my setup here. Feel free to change the criteria you want. I've locked the top bar, which is easy to do. So no matter how low you scroll, those things are always there. Yeah, so I mean, you can see there's lots. I'm always looking at this. I'm using the colors to just indicate, you know, at a quick glance which ones I should be jumping on. Corning's up above 13 now, so it's not as urgent. But yeah, you know, I hope you get the idea. You know, you can also use these Google spreadsheets to monitor stocks on an individual level intraday. You know, if you want to look at price action, score, and comments, this is something I do sometimes, pretty regularly, for stocks that I'm interested in. You know, you can track your closed trades, weekly performance. It's good to have a dashboard view of your success and of your plans. You know, you want to really be able to access the decisions that you've made in the past quickly, and that's sort of what this screener allows. You have these pre-qualified ideas. That this dashboard allows. You have these pre-qualified ideas from your screener. You know, just waiting here. And it's just a matter of checking the stock prices and looking to see when they line up, and you know, maybe doing a little bit more, pulling up a chart to see if it in fact is you know, maybe starting to trend up, and then pulling the trigger. You know, buying a quarter or a third position to just get your toe wet. But this is how I use stock watch lists to manage my stock ideas and to, you know, access all the research I've done at my fingertips quickly and effectively. It's hosted in the cloud, so I can get it anywhere that I can log into my Gmail. So it's perfect. And I would recommend that if you're not doing something like this, you know, do the same. Copy this format or a similar one. And you know, I really think this can help you maximize your returns, because it just keeps you remembering you know, the ideas that you had. Do I remember that I researched like Vishay International and found that at $8.50 it would be a good buy? No. You know, I kind of forget that on the day-to-day. You know, oh yeah, Systemax, like that's kind of a cool company, and they're trading at a pretty good discount, but I forgot about it because it was one of 75 ideas that I have on here. And you'll notice a lot of them are red, a lot of them aren't ripe. It isn't the right time. But for the ones that are, you know, you can really quickly figure out which which ones those are. So I hope you get what I'm saying, and I hope you also see kind of the discipline involved here. You know, we're not chasing stocks that we think are interesting or cool or awesome. We are sifting for gold based on a number of criteria, and when one falls through all these slots and lines up perfectly, we know that based on all of this, there's a high probability we can get a return on our investment. So there's sort of a psychology here in how we approach investing as well that sort of underpins all of this. And if you haven't checked out the 2013 stock idea checklist, which I'll be putting up soon, you know, come back for that, because a big part of this is making the decisions of which stocks to buy and sell ahead of time based on objective criteria, and then this makes it really easy to monitor and execute as required. So I hope this gives you some insight into how I use stock watch lists on the day-to-day to manage my stock ideas. Thanks very much for watching, and check out stockideas.org for more stock picks.